Hi, I'm Matt Collins. I'd like to welcome you to Bob Weber Auto Mart on Douglas Avenue here in Racine, across from Douglas Park. We specialize in 1-year-old, low mileage, almost new cars. And if you'd like to stop by and see them, or see them on our website, bobweberautomart.com, we could save you between $5,000 and $10,000 on your next almost new car purchase.
Welcome into another edition of Sports Junkies, the Preps edition, the playoff edition as the brackets are out. Steve Sparky Fifer with you from the Wendy's Big Show on Sports Radio 1250 WSSP in Milwaukee, along with Robb Luehr filling in for the vacationing Gary Wolfel of the Racine Journal-Times. We look at the brackets that are out, and right away the first thing that Rob pointed out to me as soon as we sat down was, he goes, look at this. All of our schools are all grouped together. There's no chance of them getting past pretty much the second round. You'll get one team past the second round, and everybody else will be knocked out. Division I is where we'll start. Racine Case has a bye in that first round. Oak Creek and Greenfield will play first, and that is coming up on Tuesday. They get the winner of that game. Case wins there. Obviously, they move on. And then Horlick and Racine Park, which is going to be a great basketball game, obviously, as we've seen in the past.
They just played the other day.
They just played, right.
Yeah.
So they get to play again. And at Racine Park, that's a flip of a coin game, I think, there. And then the winner takes on Racine Case, and that's it for Racine Schools in Division I. I mean, it's just that quick. And the bottom of that bracket, West Allis Central the 2, Milwaukee Hamilton the 3, because I think Case is clearing away the best team right now.
Right now, yeah, they're very strong.
In Racine.
Yes.
So does Case have enough to get through that bracket? Because you have Kevon Ludi and Milwaukee Hamilton in the 3 seed. And then West Allis Central, the 2.
Well, Case went through a Milwaukee gauntlet last year. I believe they lost to King in the sectional final, but they played Hamilton, I think, and what was the other one? Vincent, I believe. I think they played them back to back, and they won those games. So they played. They know how to play those guys, I think. And Case is really playing well right now. They've got D'Angelo Jackson, the point guard, is playing great right now. He's the reigning SEC Player of the Year. Darian King, a junior forward, is just lights out lately. He's doubles like the last 5-6 games. He's just been on fire. So.
Sure.
And it's still a team. They're very much a team too. They're very well
between
coached in there.
Horlick and Park, who gives them the biggest test? Do you think?
They swept them both because they
right.
So I know Park's got some height, so they might have a little more. Horlick just beat Park. So
I mean, it's going to be interesting because I don't know. I like Horlick a lot, and Park has played competitive basketball all year long. Yeah. I still think Case comes out of that Racine bracket, and I think Milwaukee Hamilton beats West Allis Central, that 2 seed, and ends up being Milwaukee Hamilton in Case. And that game would be at Oak Creek, and I'm going to do everything in my power to not be there because I'll be at spring training. But boy, I wish I could. I just checked the date. I'm like, what day is that? And I'll be at spring training. In Florida. But Kevon Ludi going up against Racine Case is going to be a great matchup because Ludi's a monster. He's going to UCLA. Obviously, he already committed to UCLA, but that is going to be a special game.
Oh, Case has the horses, though.
Yes, they do.
They've got the people that can...
Very, very talented.
And they're very balanced.
The other thing about this Division I bracket, I mean, you've got essentially 3 of the 4 brackets are all southeastern Wisconsin. Germantown, number 1 on one side. Brookfield Central, underneath the Racine bracket, is number 1. The 2 seed is King. The other 2 seed is Kettle Moraine. It just seems to me, looking at this, that they pretty much took the city of Racine and city of Milwaukee and said, there you go, but you're both not going to have a chance to really go to state. We're going to knock you both out on one side. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't they just take these schools prior to the year and mix them up? And for me, the travel argument goes out the window.
Yeah.
Okay, going from Racine to Arrowhead or to Heartland or wherever to play a game, to get on a bus to come back, what are we talking, 45 minutes maybe, 45, 50 minutes, something like that? Fine. I mean, I don't have an issue with that. Think about football playoffs. You got guys traveling an hour, 2 hours to go play a high school football playoff game. But yet the excuse for basketball is, well, we don't want them to travel that far. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I'd rather have, like you said, the Racine schools broken up. Put a Racine school in, or at least 3 of them, in a different bracket.
What they should do is seed the entire sectional half instead of just the regional halves and make one big thing.
One big bracket on each side?
Sports soccer does it that way.
Really? I like that too.
I think there's another sport that does it that way too.
Probably it's full of ideas. That's good.
That would be one solution, but I don't know. We are so stuck in their ways.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. It's
and I want the Racine and Milwaukee schools more split up than they are, personally.
Yeah.
But okay.
Play different people.
Right? So we go to Division II, and once again, if you are a fan of teams in Racine County, it's going to be a quick one for you. Because Waterford takes on Burlington in the 5-4 matchup at Burlington. That'll be a good competitive game.
It's another toss-up, too.
All right, who you taking?
I know both teams have played well and played bad in stretches, so
Who's the hot team right now?
either one. I think they both have lost, a couple, maybe 2 or 3 or something like that.
Do either one have a chance to beat Union Grove, the 1 seed?
Still a possibility. Union Grove had a rough game against Wilmot the other day. They had a chance to lock up the conference, and they had just an off night. So one of those two could beat them. It's an inter-county matchup. They play each other all the time. They know each other.
Sure. I don't think Union Grove is the 1 seed in that little. This is all jacked up
Surprising,
too.
yeah.
These are like little mini brackets within brackets. Mm-hmm. I think Union Grove wins that game. Waterford or Burlington, whoever they get, they play Wilmot. They take care of Wilmot there, and they advance. And then that game's in Clinton against teams I haven't seen exactly from this. I mean, Delvin, Darien, and Elkhorn we've seen, but they're not going to advance. It's probably going to be McFarland, who is the 1 seed.
But Union Grove was swept by Wilmot this year. They lost.
Not worried.
Union Grove's only losses.
Playoffs are a new season, baby. I ain't worried about it. Union Grove will figure it out, and they'll take care of Wilmot. I'm not scared of Wilmot. Are you scared of Wilmot?
Don't even know much about them.
See? There's no reason to be scared of Wilmot. Union Grove will be just fine. Okay, we go to Division 4 now. And once again, we're all bunched together again. And again, it's all because of travel purposes. Now, again, remember, we're talking boys. We'll do the girls' preview next week here on Sports Junkies. I'm pointing that out because we're talking about Prairie School here. At home, the 3 seed against Christian Life, the 5 seed. The 3 seed for Prairie School is pretty good. I mean, considering where Prairie School boys basketball has been and hasn't been over the course of time, 3 seed's not horrible. They should beat Kenosha Christian Life, and then they get a tough Kenosha St. Joe's team. I don't think they get by St. Joe's.
No, I don't think so. I believe they lost to them twice. Oh, they were competitive against them. I think they were in overtime one game this year.
Yep. So that game will be at St. Joe's in that second round matchup. The other first round matchup on next Tuesday will be Shoreland Lutheran at Racine Lutheran, and I'm taking Racine Lutheran.
Yeah,
I just love the coaching. I love Racine Lutheran. Christensen does a great job.
They have had a tough year though. Lutheran has just been, Jeff's kind of at a loss at time to figure out why they're not playing better. But
so that's the 4 seed. Now they go take on St. Cat's. St. Cat's wins that one. St. Cat's and St. Joe's, I think that'll be a great game. And then, again, I'm going to roll with St. Cat's.
Yeah, they have experience.
Yep, and then the 1 seed in that bracket of 2 mini brackets, obviously, is Dominican, and, of course, Diamond Stone. And then it's Stone against St. Cat's. And we'll talk about that once we get to that one.
Classic's been playing well, too.
Yeah, he has.
She's had some 20-point games, I think, last 2 or 3. So he's
coming around.
He's complimenting Stone. They're not a one-man team.
No, they're not, and they're going to be getting Giannis's little brother from the Bucks next year.
Right.
God help everybody when that happens. 6'7" wing player, whatever it is.
Something like that.
Yeah, Division 5, Catholic Central got a 1. We just were at Catholic Central last week. Coach Henderson's going to win state. We talked about that for Catholic Central, so this shouldn't be all that difficult for Catholic Central. They'll just roll through this tiny bracket here, and then Greg Geeson on the other side tells us about all these schools that nobody ever knows about, like Cambria Friesland or Wayland Academy or some of these other schools. I don't know. But Catholic Central, I think gets past their bracket, and then after that, I don't know. I don't know how good Fall River is, the 1 seed, or Central Wisconsin Christian, wherever that is.
Wilpon.
They're the 2 seed. Wilpon. See, yeah, good.
Hey,
Look at you.
I'm
That's
in tune
good.
here.
There you are. That's good. So how far do you think Catholic Central gets? I think they get through that mini bracket.
They've really been playing well. Eric Henderson's a good coach.
And they've got guys like Gary Wolfel said last week. You don't know who to match up against. It's not like it's Diamond Stone and kind of everybody else. Now they got another good player like Jalaska that you're talking about. Yeah. But it's not a star player and complementary pieces. You have a different guy every night that could hurt you.
Yeah. They got Tegan Miles, a 6'7" forward center, has been playing really well, and they've got some guards that have been. And it's bad again. You don't know who to go to. They have a good point guard. They've got balance again. And
if they're hot hitting threes, they can beat anybody. Anybody that they're going to face on this side, I think.
Plus, inside outside game, they definitely have it.
All right. Of all the schools we talked about, all the schools 1 through 5, who's got the best chance of going at Madison?
Well, like I say, Catholic Central. I think in Division 5, Catholic Central plays all bigger schools. They're all playing up higher division. Pretty much all the way across the board.
Dominican, all those guys.
They do not play anybody, I think, that's in Division 4 or Division 5 in in this area.
Right.
So they've got a good shot. I wouldn't put it past Case. They've got to make their free throws. That's one of the things that's been bugging them all year. They've
Sure.
not made their free throws. They're barely shooting 50%, I think, of that.
So Case and Catholic Central.
Case has got but the other divisions, hard to say. St. Cat's, again, with their experience and with Coach Letch at the helm, they could make it through, but they've had their struggles this year too.
I'm going to say it again, and I've been saying it. If you want to beat Diamond Stone and Whitefish Bay Dominican, you must be physical with Diamond Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Must be. Because if you're physical with Diamond Stone, more than likely he's not going to be physical back. And if he's not, then you take him out of the game. And that's how you contend with him. But you have to have a guy his size.
Right.
I mean, that's the issue. You have to have somebody as big as him that can throw the elbows and move him out of the way and be physical.
Well, St. Cat's does, and they've got 2 6'6". They have Kelly Thomas at 6'6", and Jack Cafferty. Thomas, I think, is a little more physical, but when they played them, they stayed close.
Yep.
The last game, they kept it within. They led for a while, I believe, in the second half.
And trust me, it'll be St. Cat's against the world. I can already hear the pregame speech. Nobody believes in us. Nobody thinks we're going to win. Everybody thinks Diamond Stone is the best thing ever. We're going to show them here at St. Cat's.
That sounds like Bob.
You know that's going to happen. He is Robb Luehr. I'm Sparky Fifer. That does it for another edition of Sports Junkies, the Preps edition, right here at RacineSportsZone.com.